Yeah,
so.
play against Liverpool then, eh?
Yeah, Liverpool.
So they beat Liverpool then.
Yeah.
But you know what, bro?
I don't know if I'm trying to add that in. Yeah.
What's going on, people? We're here for another edition of Brits in the Six. Today we're talking about Champions League.
Yep.
The draw has been done. What are we saying about it, lads? Are you man happy about that? Because for me, I mean, your group ain't saying too much, so you should be getting through that. You, PSG, Basel, Ludogorets.
Yeah, I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm still in my back of my mind is Arsenal. We always make it difficult in the group stages. It's never like a clear, okay, we're gonna finish top or we're gonna finish second and stuff. You just never know, sort of thing. So PSG, obviously, they're top side, so they'll probably give us a run for the money.
Yeah.
Basel, they got experience in the in Champions League and stuff like that, and then obviously got the new boys in there.
Well, nah, to me, in that kind of group, Arsenal going to put their best performance against PSG. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if we beat PSG and then the next game we lose to Basel. It's like,
yeah, it was Arsenal, wasn't it? You must
that's the kind of thing they do, man. It annoys me, man. Like last season, like you were just saying earlier,
with the Dynamo Zagreb.
Yeah. If Arsenal play properly and they just win the game, like they qualify easy, bro. Like it's not that hard of a group, you know what I mean? Like. It's never
that hard of a group with Arsenal.
It's not, bro.
We always get blessed, and then it's last 16 is the exit zone.
But that's what I'm saying. But surely, like for me, out of all the top teams, I still especially now as Zlatan's gone. People might disagree, but I don't think PSG are still that.
The same team. I was gonna ask.
Yeah, they're still not top.
Not with like Cavani.
Don't get me wrong. They're tough to beat. They're not going to be easy to beat. They're going to be They'll probably get quarters easy. At the very least.
At the same time, though, Cavani might relish Champions League now and say, "I've been trying to play in the middle for how long?
Exactly.
Now my man's gone. Now Ibra's gone to Man United. Let me do my thing in it and play down the middle and take ownership of this team a little bit more. You know what I mean, more responsibility on him down the middle.
No, there is.
I watched him against Brazil for Uruguay, bruv. He's doing bits. He's doing bits, bruv.
I think he's a top striker, bruv. And if he was at Arsenal, I'd be happy.
You know, you live with everyone.
Yeah.
But a little while ago,
we get linked to the whole world.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you think you top the group or you come second or what? What do you think?
Realistically,
fake.
second.
Fantasy, bro. Fantasy, go on.
Second.
Fantasy, I say first.
Yeah, fantasy football.
But second is more.
I
think Group A will finish PSG first, Arsenal second,
Basel
third,
Ludogorets.
And Ludogorets, fourth,
All right. Group B: Benfica, Napoli, Dynamo Kiev, Besiktas.
Oh, Napoli lost their big guy.
Yeah, they ain't got no. Yeah, he's big right now too, bro.
They
ain't got no Higuain.
Higuain.
Who did they bought someone else, didn't they?
No, but I'm saying they lost their main striker.
Yeah, that's a big thing for Napoli. Don't get me wrong, they got enough money for him, but Higuain, he's bro, that's guaranteed.
He's a goal scorer.
He's banging goals, especially Champions League as well, bro, because it's quality versus quality.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where you need that kind of extra bit of quality to finish. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be hard for them. But that group's a bit.
Yeah, because it's always tough going Turkey.
Yeah.
It's always very tough going Turkey. So.
And then Benfica's there too, bro.
Yeah.
It depends on what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're kind of season champions every year sort of thing. On paper, I think you expect Napoli to top
Napoli to top it on paper. But I think that group could go a bit of a mix-up. I wouldn't. That's not gonna be straightforward.
I think pretty much it's out of Benfica and Napoli.
Yeah.
And then Dynamo Kiev and Besiktas can fight out for further forward.
I think we'll go with that.
Yeah. Group C: Barcelona, Man City, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Celtic. Celtic wanted this, innit? Because they played Barca in a friendly in that pre-season.
Yep.
And Messi was calling for it as well, and now he's got it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but Pep's going back to Spain.
Yep.
We saying about that one though.
Has he been back though since?
Did he go back to Bayern? Did he go back to Bayern?
I was gonna say that. I think he did.
I think he did.
Because I wasn't sure. I was just about to ask if
my
you
homework
guys
on that one.
remembered.
Yeah.
Well, check that one out, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he did, to be honest.
But
Because that's big though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you knew that was gonna happen though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that was
I
gonna
love
happen.
that, bro.
Yeah.
Every neutral's watching that
Yeah,
one. I'll
yeah,
tell you
yeah.
that from now,
You're
bro.
looking forward
Because
because
it's a show, bro.
yeah, you know, like you can see like already certain changes he's making
Yeah.
with City. So like now it's gonna be interesting.
But
this,
yeah, go on.
But they know him and
Yeah,
he knows them.
exactly.
So it's a bit because he's trying to do at Man City what he's done at Barca in the
yeah,
past.
in the
So
past.
Barca know that, and Luis Enrique knows that.
Exactly.
Know what I mean? It's who.
That's just
You know what I mean? It's gonna be a madness, bro.
But at the
And then-
same time, I don't think it's like Pep's Barcelona no more.
Nah,
They're kind of.
Nah, you're right there, you're right there.
True,
Yeah,
but he
you're
still
right,
knows them ballers though. He still
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
them.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And you gotta think like. Remember, Bravo's gone to Man City now.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's still keeping playing against them, bro. That's
I
mad.
forgot about that as
Yeah,
well.
so
Yeah,
Bravo's got inside
Yeah.
scoop as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
So you
forgot
might
about
have
that. That's gonna be
like
crazy.
Ter Stegen saying, "Listen, I know him doing it." I mean,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
be mad.
And that's the thing, Barca know Bravo's faults as well.
everything, bro.
Yeah,
You know what he's weak at, so
Yeah.
Imagine Messi and Neymar and Suarez in training, bro. Bravo,
Yeah,
they know what
they
to put the
know
ball.
that,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, on the best keepers in the
Yeah,
world, they
yeah,
can
yeah.
do it. But on Bravo,
They
they must know.
they must
Oh,
know
he's
that.
weak left top corner. Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They
That's
must
gonna
know.
be, that's gonna be a show.
And then man can put it in the picture.
Exactly,
too,
they can do it,
you
why
know
not?
Yeah, yeah.
He's weak in this corner right here. They'll put it right there, bro.
Yeah.
They'll put it right in that corner.
Nah,
You know what
they
I
can
mean?
do that. I'm looking forward to that one.
That was gonna be a show, bro.
Because their front three is like, it's still ridiculous,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And the last time they put on a show at City, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting. And City gonna want revenge for that one. And plus, like you got a few new players now.
Yeah.
So.
it's
Even Man City versus Celtic, it's obviously the British derby.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
going to be a little bit of a game as well.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
definitely.
You know what I mean,
Bro, if there's one stadium in Europe I would love to play at, so it would be Celtic Park. On a Wednesday night, like there's a few of them, like maybe Anfield,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Celtic
well,
Park.
Messi did mention that. He
Yeah.
was talking about the other day when he said that.
Yeah.
That's one place he would
Yeah.
love to go
Wanna
back
go.
and play. And
Bro,
then
it's sick
they drew
atmosphere, bro.
Celtic.
Sick atmosphere.
Yeah,
out there,
definitely,
man.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the country's team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, you kind of have to get behind Celtic because Rangers have been obviously
Right.
going through their crap
Exactly.
for the last how many years and that. But yeah, and
They
even
made
again,
it
even
back up as well.
yeah,
so.
even Barca versus Celtic is going to be a mad thing. You
Nah,
know that.
good,
So-
man.
So what would you reckon the standard? Because it's tough. This
Yeah.
one's a tough one.
I've still got
You gotta go Barca,
Barca
man.
top,
You gotta
bro.
go Barca.
I've still got Man
Like,
City
yeah.
second, and
Yeah.
after that, I think might finish like that, bro. Barca, Man
I
City.
think Celtic will finish.
Yeah, I think that's a fight.
Back, though.
Yeah.
I think it's a fight. Yeah, I think it's a
Because
fight.
I think Mönchengladbach,
Mönchengladbach-
they're okay. Like they're
They're
not.
a solid team though, still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not gonna. I think they'll be like they're like a 6.5 team.
Yeah,
kinda, you know what I mean?
they're not gonna get like over. I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, that's
I think
tough
it's a fight
between the
for
two
that.
of them. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
gonna be a tough one. Definitely, like those two matches between those two teams, like Mönchengladbach and Celtic. Definitely, that's gonna decide who finishes.
Yeah,
like,
put it
who
this way: if Celtic can get a draw against Man City or Barca,
Yeah.
the other team's laughing.
Yeah, yeah.
You're laughing if
Yeah,
they
yeah,
drop
definitely.
points
Yeah.
because and they give 100%
Yeah,
against
yeah,
any
yeah.
team.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Champions League, bruv. Come on. You know what I mean? Group D: Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, PSV, and Rostov. Where Rostov from? Russia.
Rostov. It sounds like Bulgaria.
Yeah,
innit?
Bulgaria.
Yeah, Bulgaria.
Yeah.
They're from Bulgaria.
Yeah, I ain't got a clue about them. I'm
No,
not gonna lie to you.
Never.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
No.
So
Yeah,
just
never.
on that, I put in the bottom of the group. You know what I mean? Any Rostov fans, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I don't know who you
Yeah,
are.
it's
Where do you know me from?
definitely- yeah, yeah.
I don't know you, so you know what I mean? But yeah, Bayern versus Bayern versus Atleti is a game.
Boy,
as
that's
well.
last season's semi-final, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
I
gonna be
think-
that's gonna be a revenge thing for them.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, but Atletico played like out their skin in
Yeah.
that semi-final.
Yeah, but defensively they're so tough to beat, bro.
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like they're
Break 'em down.
well drilled.
Nah,
they're
they
like
are.
an oiled
Break 'em
machine,
down.
bro.
They are.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
I can't see. I don't know. It's tough because Brian is because they got Lewandowski. Like he can just come. He can
can.
just have that game and then he'll score 3, 4,
Yeah.
like 5. And I say like what? Like I did.
Well,
Like
go on, yeah.
you get me. But Atletico Madrid.
they got a few new players. this
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I still can see them like finishing top for me.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, definitely. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
surprising.
I
they come
wouldn't
top.
be surprised
It
if
wouldn't
they
be
start.
surprising
not
for me if
surprising
they
at
come
all.
top. So
Because they're the type of team that they'd go to like they go to Bayern and win 1-0. You know what I mean? And put on like a solid defensive display. And
No, definitely. Yeah, like you said before, it's hard to break them down,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean? So I don't know, where do you think how's that group finish?
well, for me,
Who you got?
I'll say Atletico first.
You got them top?
Bayern Munich, PSV, and
Yeah,
Top
then
of
myself.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
I know it's a tough one, but
Yeah.
I actually do think Atletico Madrid will win that group.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Bayern. Tom. I'm gonna go Bayern. Tom. Atletico Madrid second, PSV, then Rostov.
I think Bayern might just edge it. Now they got Hummels as well at the back, Bayern.
Yeah.
I think that's a massive signing for the Man United. Boateng, now he's fit again, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think they might just edge it.
Yeah.
Just edge it, man.
Alright.
Like, I mean, by 1 point, sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro.
Well, we'll see. We'll see when that
See
comes.
that, yeah. Group E,
Oh, man,
CSKA Moscow, Bayer Leverkusen, Tottenham, Monaco. That group is not no joke.
Tell
bro.
me something.
It's not a joke.
Would you
It's not a
say
joke.
this is the group of death?
It possibly is.
For
bro.
Tottenham, like, I mean, like, not in terms of, like, if you were Barca, you probably
Yeah.
wouldn't be so pissed, but
It's tough for Tottenham.
for Tottenham, this is probably a
because
group of death. Fair enough.
It's kind of like obviously there's experience there. CSK, Brian Leverkusen, that they were finalists.
Yeah.
When were they finalists? Brian Leverkusen.
Oh, a long time ago.
But they were
Yeah.
obviously finalists. Monaco, like I
They've
think
got
they
their
got
solid
yeah,
team.
they're a solid team
they
as
knocked
well.
out Arsenal.
Yeah. So like
I think
I think it's a
tough one, bro.
it's a tough.
Do
one.
you know what it is? I don't think there's any.
Stand up.
There's no standout team there.
Yeah.
You see that every group. You got Barcelona.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
PSG. But it's no.
But this
they're
is
all
this is
kind
gonna
of-
be like a draw, and then
Bruv.
it takes like
Yeah,
one
yeah,
team
yeah,
to get that
yeah,
win,
yeah, that's what it's
and then
gonna be.
they'll finish top.
If,
Nah,
if,
yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
get a
that one
draw
for
or
sure.
whatever,
Yeah.
if you drop points here and there, bruv,
Yeah, yeah.
But
that
no,
could be
but
detrimental
I
to your
think
group, bruv. Like,
home games, that's where it's going to be won or lost.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you got to win your home games, man. And if you can nick a draw away, well done. you know
Spurs
what I
playing
mean?
at Wembley, innit?
Are they?
That,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it
they're
is.
playing
That could
at
go
Wembley.
against them, bro.
That-
That's
that-
got
that-
good.
Look how messed up Arsenal. Remember that time
Yeah,
they
yeah,
stayed
yeah.
at Wembley,
You
bro?
know
Yeah,
what?
you'd have to tell me that.
Just for that,
I went to them games.
just for that, I'm not sure how Spurs do because
Yeah.
you got to think Wembley's one of them stadiums that every team wants to go play at and,
Yeah.
and impress.
Yeah,
Because
they're-
they'll
they've got a
have to
performance
play.
at
Yeah.
Wembley.
They have to play cup final pretty much every
Yes.
time they
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
That's not
And
what
I
I
can't
want
see-
a bit more
I can't see them
smaller.
doing that in the week and then come Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday, and then they're playing the normal like
Like a
just
White
won't
Hart
work.
Lane again. Yeah.
So you're gonna have all them teams raising their game just because it's Wembley. No, that's dead for Tottenham, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That is dead for Tottenham. So that might be a bit iffy for them. That could be a bit iffy.
Yeah.
That group there's a bit peak.
Yeah, I just think it will just go from like the home wins will be important for all them teams.
Yeah.
What do you think then?
I'm gonna say call it. 'Cause boy,
I'll say Monaco
yeah.
top. Tottenham and CSK, I reckon
Yeah?
like second and third.
What do you think, P?
I think I got Bayer Leverkusen finishing like second or third, you know? I think possibly even rah. You know what? I'm going Tottenham top, bruv. No, I'm going top. No, bro.
It's a tough one, bro. It's not easy,
bro.
man.
I'm not gonna lie, this group is hard, bruv. No, I ain't got a clue, man. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't got a Scooby Doo. I'm scratching my head, bruv, because I ain't got a clue with that one. That group is hard, bruv.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and I'm gonna say Leverkusen,
Top.
Tottenham, CSK, Monaco.
I want to go Leverkusen, Tottenham. I've got Moscow finishing last.
It's just, you know what it is it all depends on when you go to Moscow. I think that's gonna play a big part. 'Cause if you get
play
Moscow
that
in December,
in the cold,
like that's hard. That's a tough
my
game.
God.
If you can catch man,
everyone struggles in,
Bruv,
in
if you get them in
Moscow.
September, you've done alright. The away game
You
in
know when you see
September,
them
you've
matches
done
on TV and them men are wearing tracksuit bottoms?
I'll be
Bruv,
one of them man there, bro.
Like
I'll be one of them
tracksuit
typical
and
black man
gloves.
wearing tracksuit
And
bottoms
and
and
then
like
shorts over the
gloves.
top. They got the shorts over
Yeah.
Allow it, bruv. You know what I mean? Moose has gone too.
Yeah.
Moose has gone Leicester as well. So they ain't got that kind of. But I don't know, bruv.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna
Yeah?
pick Leverkusen top, then Tottenham. More so because I know more about Tottenham. I'm an Arsenal
Yeah.
fan, but
Group F: Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Sporting, and Legia Warsaw. What do you think about that one?
I like it, bro. I'm a Dortmund fan. I actually like Dortmund, bro. I actually.
Dortmund this season.
I like Dortmund.
Like,
They could do, and they should
strong.
do bits.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I like Dortmund
that,
this season, bro.
that Dortmund team is like, they're gonna do. Yeah,
I think they do alright, man.
No,
But they did well to keep Aubameyang.
Oh,
I thought he was gone,
but
bro.
I don't think he was.
What do you think he's going to you, man?
Nah, you know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna lie to you. I actually thought Real Madrid were gonna buy him, and I thought it's gonna be like a sort of merry-go-round sort of thing. Arsenal might be able to get Benzema. That's what I kind of thought. That's what I was
Why are
hoping.
you not always wishful thinking like that, bro?
Bro, because
obviously you
I've got a
got
French connection and all that. You know what I mean?
Because we got
I
Ozil.
know you got a hope and prayer.
Because we got Ozil like that. Because we got Ozil like that.
Yeah, I thought there was a little connection. I thought that's how it might work because they can't keep both of them. You know what I mean? So that's what I was kind of hoping for at least. But yeah, like that's big for them keeping him, man. I think they could, bro.
Who? Real Madrid or Borussia Dortmund? Dortmund are doing bits.
I think Dortmund.
But I still
Real
have
Madrid's consistency.
I still have Real Madrid, Dortmund, Sporting,
Yeah.
Legia Warsaw. I still have that in that order. So I don't know.
I think as well, Real Madrid got like a couple of young guys coming through the ranks and that have got like top ballers and that as well.
Yeah.
They're actually doing bits now in the youth team, you know, and trying to sign younger players. So
And Bell just signed that new contract as well.
And they're saying it's a big year for him as well, bro.
Yeah.
It's a big year for Bell. They're saying it might be his year this year.
Well, I think Zidane's got that faith in him as well because, like,
now it was like
they didn't really have the faith in Bell. He came and then he had that little off season where
he was a bit.
It was coming on as a sub and stuff like that. But you can't drop Bell. Really.
No, you can't drop him.
You can see like if you make him the focal point of your team, Bell can like win you titles, bro.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
He can.
He can win you titles.
Quality, bro.
He's a top player.
I like that he's doing that in Spain. I'm not gonna lie,
yeah.
British on that as well because obviously we ain't got a good history of travelling being Brits and that, you know what I mean? So and he's doing bits of it. Wait, let's get into it right now because the champions of England, Leicester City, in pot 1 have got Porto, Club Brugge and Copenhagen. That's Group G. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They've done well in that group. I mean, it's two sides.
For your first time.
For your fans, you might want Barcelona and you know what I mean, and then
Their
Bayern
fans
Munich and
definitely
stuff like
would
that.
want more because
Yeah.
it's still not a guarantee for them.
It's not.
Really.
But at the same time, yeah, bruv. After that draw's made, you think to
There's
yourself,
2 ways of looking at it, innit?
we could go through, bro.
But at the same time, with that and Prem football as well, for Leicester it's going to be difficult.
Right.
Whereas before they had no worries winning the league. They had no worries. They just had the straight run.
Yeah.
But with the Champions League,
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I also think to myself as well that with Leicester in the league, they're not going to expect them to win it this year. Like me personally. So top 10 is cool. So they can focus on the league. But last year the focus was trying to win it because obviously you know what I mean. But this year, focus on what you can do in Champions League, whatever.
You've got a chance
and they ain't going to get relegated, bro. They ain't getting relegated in the league. You know what I mean?
Even if you get like last 16, like for me, if I was a Leicester fan, I'll be looking at it like this. You know what? Fair enough, we haven't got any of the top teams in there right now. But if we can get through, bro. Like, more than likely, it's near enough guaranteed you're getting
the top team. That's what I'm saying.
Guaranteed you're getting the big boy.
That's what I was gonna say,
near
bro.
enough.
I said if you can get through that,
near enough.
And that's what I think as well with that group there and Champions League in general for Leicester is that these Champions League teams play a certain way. It's tactical. It's techers. If Leicester bring their style to that, it can go 2 ways. You might get smacked up. But at the same time, it could be a thing of like, what kind of style is this? Like, why are you pressuring us so much? You know what I mean? Like, Vardy, relax. You know what I mean? Stop running man down so much, bro.
Okay, well, all last year in the Premier League, most of the big teams, they were doing that against Leicester, keeping the ball and Leicester hit them on the break. So the same thing's going to happen in the Champions League. Whether it's going to work, who knows, but it could play into their hands.
Leicester don't want the ball.
Nah.
They don't want it. And they're not going to get it in Champions League. Even with this group here. Even with that group. For me, it's supposed to be the weakest group. For me, it's the weakest group.
It is by far.
But they're not going to get the ball in that group either. Porto will still do bits. You know what I mean? Even Copenhagen and Bruges
will keep the ball.
They'll still keep the ball.
Exactly.
But Leicester don't want the ball. So it plays into their hands, bruv. It's nice for them.
It's going to be interesting to see how they get on. I'm actually quite intrigued by it.
I'm rooting for them, I'm not going to lie. I am rooting for them.
But I don't think they'll finish top. I'm rooting for them, but I don't think they'll finish top. I think Porto.
Well, they might.
You think they qualify?
I think they. You know what? I'm saying they're gonna go through second.
Yeah, they'll go
if they go through second, then they're definitely getting a big boy.
Hands down. But it's cool.
Yeah, they get the first.
Yeah. But I'm saying they'll go out gracefully to Barca or.
That's the thing. You wouldn't mind that.
That is very gracefully.
There's no shame in that. Arsenal done it for how many last 5-6 years we've been out to the Bayern Munich or Barca.
Exactly. But that's not gracefully because you lot are supposed to be at a level where. No, but Leicester. You think of Leicester fans. If they get Barca and go out, they'll be. bro, at the end of the season, Leicester fans were like, we're staying up, we're staying up. You know what I mean? We're staying up. Don't be happy with that.
That's true.
By choice, they might want that. You know what? Let's play Barca and go out.
No, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that group there, I don't know. I'm keeping my eye on that group as well, obviously.
Go Spain on the piss up and all that.
Yeah. All right, boys. What are we saying? Last group H. Juventus, Sevilla, Lyon, and Dynamo Zagreb.
Well, there's only one.
It's gonna finish in that order.
Yeah.
It's gonna finish in that order.
I don't know because Lyon as well.
Nah, it's gonna finish in that order.
I think it'll finish that order as well.
Yeah,
just based on, for me, actually Sevilla's lost a couple of players actually, because they lost their manager, they lost Kevin Gamero, that Polish dude in the middle. I can't pronounce his name. He's gone to PSG.
Yeah.
You know that he's got some long ass name. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
So they lost maybe 2 or 3 good players as well, plus the manager. So they're a little bit in transition right now. Obviously they won the UEFA Cup 3 years on the trot, whatever.
That's theirs. That's their cup.
theirs. Yeah.
That's the Sevilla Cup, bro.
Yeah.
It's not even Europa. It's stupid, bro.
But the same thing with Sevilla, I think their mentality is still Europa. So that's why I said I don't know if the Lyon and Sevilla they might be happy just to go out. They might be happy just to go out gracefully and go in Europa League and try and win that again.
When was the last time Lyon were in the Champions League though?
I think it's that. I can't remember.
See, Lyon. I used to think of Lyon. Well, when they were.
Yeah, when they were.
They used to be a lot better. They used to
when they had Juninho, bro, on free kicks and stuff, bro. They were a quality team.
Good team back then. But now, not so. I don't know. I don't know how Lyon gonna do. I don't know how good Lyon are.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lyon come bottom in that group, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I mean? Dynamo Zagreb,
but Lacazette might do bits, obviously. You know what I mean? He might do bits. Yeah, he's been doing bits, so he might do it. And obviously, shop window, Champions League. Yeah, why wouldn't he do bits? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
true.
You know what I mean?
I think me personally, like, you don't really talk too much about Juventus. You know they're gonna go through like hands down, top of the group. They've got a good team. Plus they got Higuain now.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean?
It's
ridiculous. There's goals for fun now. So yeah, they lost Pogba, but I think even so, like, you know what I mean?
But they had more. There's more than enough cover. That's why they let it go.
They're a solid outfit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
defensively they're hard to break down. It's Champions League football. That's what you need in Champions League football. They have that. They've had it for years, bro. Like, so Juve, you ain't really worried about them going through. It's a matter of, are they going to top the group?
Or how far they're going to go.
And I still think they top the group.
For sure.
I'm going to go, I'll say that. I'll say Juventus, Sevilla, Lyon and Zagreb. That's my order. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Well, mine's still obviously Juventus top. Obviously, Sevilla, Lyon. Obviously, with the Sevilla mentality with the Europa.
Yeah.
That's still kind of like splitting. Like, I don't know who finished second or third. But Dynamo is definitely bottom for me.
But they got to break that though, innit? It's got to come a point in your career or like as a team where you think, you know what, cool, we won that 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Now, come on, boys. Let's get into the Champions League now. Let's try.
When it's your cup, it's different.
Yeah, but how many times you want to win the same thing? You know what I mean? Like.
Everyone wants to win though. Everyone wants to win.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, lads.
Yeah.
Champions League football. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment if you agree, disagree. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Brits in the 6, and we're out.
Peace.